we're gonna get started here. The weather obviously is again getting nice. It's a little cool today. It's only around 30, but beautiful sunny day, and it's gonna warm up. It's been warm the last few days. We're gonna build off of what we did last week. We shot some birds over her for the first time, and I thought she did real well. Now, she didn't do it perfectly, and she struggled a little bit early on with it, but we put the pieces together, and by the end of the session, I thought it turned out real beneficial. We gained from it. I've got 4 pheasants here today. We're not gonna do a pigeon. I brought a rooster, a smaller rooster. I have several roosters that are a little bit bigger. Heel, come here. I grabbed the smallest one, but we're gonna kind of set it up again, tapping into her strengths, which is not necessarily quartering out in front, not necessarily having even so much the desire, I would say, to want to go and catch these. She really doesn't. So I think she's been a bit desensitized to the idea of like not to chase stuff, not to run off on stuff. She's really been wired to be this doggone heel, and then when there's shooting or things to be picked up, she gets sent from the pocket and goes and gets them and brings them back, and she understands that pretty well. But she up until her coming by us, she had known that as far as like drills, training drills. She'd never had a bird shot over her before, so that was a thing that was new, and it was a little challenging for her. And so we took some steps. We tried some stuff. It didn't quite work. So then we went backwards a little bit and simplified things and took steps out of it, and asked her to do things just a little bit more that she was a little more familiar with. And now we've started to add on some things, and if we watch back, she was hesitant to pick some birds up for a little bit. She was hesitant to pick up cold game even for a little bit. Then when they fluttered a little bit. So we've taken these little bits of steps. I don't think that you do it one day and you call it good and let's go hunt. I think you just slowly continue to build off of that. So it's been several days since we shot birds over her. We're gonna shoot some more, see how it goes. If today goes really well, if today goes like, oh man, that's perfect, then it's an indicator to me that, okay, she's getting comfortable with that. Let's add something to it. It's like the layers of an onion. You peel them back, or you have layers added to it as you go, and we're looking to add as many layers onto her as possible. But we're going to take our time with it, and we're going to make sure that we don't find ourselves in a heap of trouble because we decided that we wanted to go too fast and assume some things. So I'm going to do it very similar. Ben's going to shoot today. Ben, there's ear muffs on your thing if you want. One thing that we're doing different today is we shot with a little 20 gauge, side-by-side 20 gauge last time. This time we're using a 12 gauge. So I am going to put the muffs on. Ben's going to put his muffs on. It's a little bit louder. Just shooting little game loads. But so the noise will be a little bit more for her too. So you tell me when you're ready with that camera, Ben. I'm going to throw it out. Let him reposition that camera. Good. And I don't mind her curiosity on the bird and getting comfortable with it, and the idea of, man, it's a live bird. Eventually, and last time she did pick up a few cripples that weren't quite dead. That was, now with the 12 gauge, you can probably let them get out just a little bit. So I'm going to heel her. I don't want her necessarily sitting. I'm going to try to get this tied to some movement and some motion with her. So we're going to heel her up, pitch it out. And I don't know if she saw it or not. I didn't really pay attention to her. I watched the bird go out. Nice shot, Ben. It is fluttering a little bit, which is good. Okay, let's go back. I don't know that she saw it marked down. We're gonna get her out and let her work. And this is part of the reason why we came here, is a totally different environment. Last time we did on the other side of this tree line where it's real wide open and you just almost can't miss it. This time she's got a little bit of cover to work through. And I want it to be a little more realistic. And you know, you can't rewind it and have her watch. I should have had her watch. I should have let her know when the bird was gonna fly. I should have had her out in front. She'll get downwind now, I think. Good girl. Good dog. Come on. Good girl. Very good. Come on. Lot bolder pickup there. Just a much more comfortable grab it and bring it. Good. Hold. Hold. Good. Hold. That's a good dog. Good dog. Dead. 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 A little more of a tendency to hold on. She wants to hold on to it a little bit more. I'm okay with that too. I loved how she scooped that one up. Now it was dead. It wasn't fluttering by the time she got to it. Good. Good girl. Ben, I'll have you reload. I got to do a little bit better job of setting that up to make sure she sees it. You know, I think she was behind me just a touch. She was behind me just a little bit. I don't think she watched it go out. I want to get her watching the bird. I want her to get her borderline to the point of like wanting to go. I'd love to be able to slow her down and say, no, 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 wait, wait, wait. I don't want to lose that steadiness factor. Ben, we're going to do this one again. I'm going to throw it out similar to that. So we'll have him set up. All right. Heel, heel, heel. Come on. Good, good, good. Heel, heel, heel. Perfect. She saw that one. It fluttered down. Cali, go back. Good. That one she had a little bit of a mark on. It landed on the mound, which is a little bit of cover, so all of a sudden now it's gone. So she's going, where is it? It was right here. So this is a good test on the mark. Pushing it a little, good girl. Pushing it a little bit of cover, and it's a little bit of a runner, it looks like almost. Good girl. That's a good dog. Good girl. Very good. Right here, hold, beautiful hold. Notice how much better that spot where she's picking the bird up is. Dead, dead, good, 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 good. Now we got a little bit of a cripple here. So we got this bird that's gonna walk off, and this is gonna be a really good chance for her to get on that bird. Are you on, Ben? Are you filming? Okay. Good girl. Good girl. That's a good dog. Very good. Good girl. Good. Good. Dead. Dead. Sit. Sit. Now, I didn't plan on this, but this bird is crippled enough right now that we're going to try to use this as a chance for a little bit of training opportunity. Just going to tuck that bird in. I didn't plan on doing this just because I didn't know if the birds would be stone dead, or that one's still quite lively. Good, heel. And so I'm just going to work her across here, see if I can't get her to hunt into that cover. Kind of loosely. It's not. I don't want it to be like lining her up. All right, let's go. All right, okay, let's go. Good girl. So you see, I didn't line her. I just, okay, let's go. Good, good. Now she's touching scent. Good. Find it. Good. And let her work that out. That's a good dog. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Very nice. Good girl. Hold. Hold. Got it by the wings, not where we want. So, oh, no, no, no. We're going to fix that. Hold. Hold. Correct it. If it comes in incorrect, correct it. Good. Good. Dead. That is a good dog. Good dog. Good dog. And now we'll put this bird out of its misery, and it served its purpose. Good. Okay. Now, good girl. Good girl. I didn't think it would take the head off, but I don't feel real good about that. But. And the last hen here. What I'm going to do with this one is a bit of a strong bird here. So sit, 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 sit. I'm going to tuck its head under its wing here. And I'm going to dizzy this one. Sit. And I sit down. This is just going to be a practice skill of steadiness. Just sitting and waiting. Something we want them getting good at, whether we're setting decoys or putting birds out. Now, normally I don't put a bird out and then have a dog go flush it, but she's never done it before. So I'm going to tuck this bird, I'm going to dizzy it. We'll wait a minute or two, and then I'm going to let her, I'm going to have Ben, I'm going to have you walk up with me. You know what, maybe I'll even take the gun for this. Ben, you can film. Good. I'd like to see this bird come up on its own. I think she's going to think it's dead. You got another shell, just in case? I think she's gonna think it's dead. Here.
Another one?
Nah, it'll be good for now. But I'm just gonna walk up and see if we can't get her on it to get the bird up. And we might end up, because it went well, and we might have a chance to even get her to get out in front and put a bird up. All right, you ready to film? Yep. You're good? You come? All right, let's go. All right, let's go. We're just gonna see if she picks it. Oh, good girl. What have you got? What have you got? Good girl. Good girl. Good. So that bird sat tight. She picked it up. 100% alive, which is good. Let's put this here. I mean, I'm fine with that as a little step in this, because this bird is completely alive. Sit, sit. So dizzied up enough that the dog caught it, but alive so that the dog felt it. I'm sure this bird felt alive in the dog's mouth. So I'll tuck it again in here. And there it's going to run actually a little bit, so that's perfect. As long as it sits in that cover. So now I'm pretty sure that bird will fly. That bird left a little, it's going to leave a little trail of scent as it scoots along into that cover. Ben, you might want to move up or no? All right, let's go. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. There she touched scent. Good. Good. Go back. Good girl. That's a good dog. Very good. That's a good dog. Love how she got a little excited when the bird ran on her. Good. That's a good girl. Did. Love the steadiness at the flush. Good. Love how she sat tight, waited for us, send her back. Good. That's a big step for you, wasn't it? Good girl. Good girl. Excellent progress right there. That's exactly what we wanted. Now, I don't know. Before she came to me, her owner told me that he took her to a game farm, and I don't know if I told this story or not, but when he first got her, he brought her to a game farm. He asked me about it, and I told him I didn't think I would do that, but it's okay. He did. And he came back and he said, yeah, I shouldn't have took her. And he said that she just didn't know what to do, wasn't sure what to think, a little timid of the whole process, wasn't afraid of the guns, wasn't afraid of birds, but had no interest in them, and then got a little overwhelmed when the whole thing started. And so it was just too much too soon. We're getting closer and closer to the real thing, but look how slow we're going with it. And I just think it's a real good example of how you'll get there, but you take your time. You take these little steps. That was a really nice little step of progress for her. So I'm gonna grab this last bird, which is the rooster, a little bit bigger bird. And just right there, I found out quickly why I don't use roosters usually with the young dogs. Just him scratching and clawing, the difference of him doing it versus those hens is significant. They're just a stronger bird. They're a bigger bird. They got claws or spurs, and that hurts to get caught with one. And I don't want her getting caught with one and having it hurt her. Not at this point. Far too early. Let's put the gun back right here for a second. Sit. The other thing I really liked about that when I sent her out was I just said, let's go. I didn't line her, I didn't send her, I said, let's go. She worked out, she went past, she came back around, caught wind, and worked her way in. It was very much a searching pattern. Sit. From her, she was rewarded with that searching pattern by getting a little bit of wind, then trying to chase, then trying to flush. And so we're moving away from the idea of lining her up and sending her for something that she saw go down, which is what she's been doing leading up to this. This one, I think I'm just gonna tuck his head under, try to sneak him into this little bit of cover here. There's not a lot of cover anywhere right now this time, especially this time of year. Alright, let's move out. Try not to spook him out of there. This one's gonna be lively. I don't mind if he moves a little bit, I don't want him moving a lot. Good girl. Great little game of sit, patience and waiting. How many shells did you give me? That must be it.
You got one more. I got one more.
I got one in the gun, that's all right. You got two? Just in case. And one of the drills I want to do with her here pretty quickly is, here I can see that bird moving up on the top, is a little steadiness. So if the bird flushed and flew off and I didn't shoot it, I'd be okay with that too. It's a little bit of steadiness for her. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Again, much more natural working out, and the bird's right in between me and her. I'm not going to rush the bird. I don't want to push the bird. Just gonna let her work. She actually thinks I think there's something to find right now, but she's not looking for help. She's just kind of searching. She's gonna touch scent here pretty quick. There she's now on Cali. Go on, find it. Good, 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 good. Now she's got to figure out what to do with it. Good. What to do with it. Come on up here, Caden, so you can see. Go on. Get it. Good. Get it. Get it, Cali. Get it. Get it, Cali. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Get it. Cali, get it. Get it. Again, she's just not sure. Let's go, Cali. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Good girl. Good girl. Get it. Get it. God. Damn bird. Go on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Good girl. Get it. Get it, Cali. Just not a lot of experience with it. Let's go, Cali. Let's go. Let's go. Go on, Cali. Get it. Get it. Go back. Good girl. Go back. Good girl. Go on. Go back. Go back. Go back. Not exactly how we planned this. Cali, Cali, go back. Good. Go back. Go back. Good. There, she gets excited. Go on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Cali. Cali. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cali, here. Here. Here's another reason why I don't. Come on, come on, come on, here. Come on. I'm not real big on pen raised birds for this reason. That bird is out on the corn and gone. Here. Here, 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 here. Good girl, here. So we're not gonna chase that bird. So we went from, boy, everything was going really, here, Cali, here. Everything's going really good to, that was a miserable, here. Come on, good. So I'm seeing a little bit of this, should I go look for stuff or should I come by you? So she was a little hesitant to come back, good. Not hesitant, but not recalling real well. So I had to firm up, and here she comes. Now, on one hand, I'm looking at this and going, I don't know that I want to be firm. I want to be firm when she's disobeying, which she's not coming back, I'm going to firm up. But I'm also looking at it and going, it's not really the worst thing for her to be out right now, wanting to search for stuff. What she needs to understand is what to search for. There's a perfect example of, like, I think probably happened when he took her hunting that first time. She really had zero, I didn't even shelling anyway, so that wouldn't help us. She really didn't have an interest in the birds because she didn't know what the hell to do with them anyway. She looked at that one and said, I'm not sure what to do. I really wish that bird would have flown. The first time that she bumped it, if it had flown, we'd have shot it, she'd have retrieved it, click, click, click. 3 things would have made sense. This time the bird goes and runs away from her and she goes, fine. You're not gonna fly, he's not gonna shoot you. It's not that interesting to me. But we're not gonna get down about that. We're gonna look at the positive that we did get out of this, which we got some pretty nice stuff. But that's why I don't like pen raised birds. I just sent a message to a guy today that was asking me, why don't you keep the birds longer when we raise them? Why don't you keep them longer before you let them go and they'd survive better? Because they don't get afraid, because they develop this lack of natural survival and they don't fly. If that was a coyote chasing her, that bird's dead. So I need them to be a little wilder in training situations, which that's why I'm not real big on the pen birds, but that's okay. We're gonna take the positives from this session. Bold with the bird, bold with the pickup, A little bit of nosing in, a little bit of picking up a live bird, a very live bird, not shot bird, catching kind of a dizzied bird, flushing that hen, picking it, steady before the pick. There's plenty of positives there. So I'm not gonna, did it work exactly how I wanted it to at the end? No, but we'll take what we can get at it. And I think there was plenty of good stuff too. So, all right, well, we're gonna head back in, and that'll be it. Now, steadiness I talked about with her. We'll do that when we get back to the wheeler. I'll probably do a little bit of steadiness, throw some of those. I got those 3 dead pheasants. I'll pitch those birds, and I want her to be steady. I've got a tennis ball too that I want to pitch and be steady to, meaning leave her, I'll go pick them up, make them into little denials. So all in all, that wasn't the worst. So we'll finish off with some steadiness. Feel. All right, just like I said, we had some good stuff happen. We had some stuff that we didn't want to happen. Good. Heel. Good. Sit. Cali. Cali. Have her pick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Here. Here. Da, 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 da. Don't switch. Good. We haven't worked on anything with switching, so that's a good hold. That's a good little test for her there. Hold. Not a good hold. 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 Good. Good girl. Good. Dead. Dead. Good girl. Good girl. Now we'll let her pick the second. Cali, go back. Good. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Ah, that's a much better hold. Hold. Good girl. Right here. Sit. Good. Good. Dead. 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 Good. 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 Feathers flying around. Good. I like how her eyes are coming to me. She's watching the bird down, coming to me with it, looking for me. What do you want me to do? Watching the bird down, right back to me. Good. Sit. 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 Good. And I like that. I want to get her watching this bird. She loses it in the air. She looks out like this. She doesn't watch an arc. There she did. Good. Good. We got to get her watching up. Sit. Watching up. There's much better on her head. Ben's got that. Watched her head up. Good. Very good. We'll go up and over her again. There she loses it. Sit. 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 See how she loses the sight? Sit. Sit. Good. She loses it. She doesn't watch it up. We need to get her watching up and up. Sit down. Sit down. Watch, watch. See if we can get a good track with their eyes, watching the bird. Get out. And then we'll let her pick one. Good girl. Good girl. Good dog. Sit. Good. Good dog. Good. Nice hold. Nice delivery. Did. Good. And we'll be done. That's plenty. So, some really good things. Some things not so good, but not necessarily her fault. It was just a combination of things. If that rooster had flown after she paid a little bit of attention to him, if it had flown instead of running off, I think it would have been perfect. It would have flushed, shot, retrieved, and we'd have said, oh, she's good to go. Because look at how good she did the last couple. Well, there's a reminder of it's got to make sense in these little, easy, simple things, which takes other things to happen. And we'll do this. So we'll do this a couple times more. We went from throwing them out and shooting them, throwing them out and shooting them, flushing them and shooting them, flushing them and having them run off. Wheels fell off. So we do this a little bit more. We've got more birds coming now, and that's what we're going to do until she gets the understanding of every bird. She's got to catch every one of them, whether it's dead or alive. So we'll get there.